Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always. Look at this one. This is the Reality 5 right here. I have my co-host Brian.
What's up?
We're joined by Kevin.
Hello.
Waleed.
Hey guys.
And Brett.
What's up?
Brett's on the island. As always, keeping a theme going. I always appreciate Brett's extra effort. So this week, Survivor 43, episode 6. This was Mergatory. Gonna go right off the top here, guys. This was the best episode of the season. This was a good episode, in my opinion, a very good episode of Survivor. We got camp life. God forbid. We got camp life. We had strategy. We had lying. We had people holding grudges. There was a pretty decent challenge, whatever. They made a puzzle. Like, we'll talk about it. But I really enjoyed the camp life. I enjoyed the strategy, and I enjoyed, honestly, the outcome of the merge. So Bri, your thoughts first, and then I'll kind of just open it up to the group. But Bri, what did you think?
I just want to start off with first that it's day 12 and we're merging. Normally, I actually looked this up. They used to merge at day 20. So that means the show is over basically then in the new format. When I texted, I think, to you guys last night, I was like, this is a very good episode. I think everything after the challenge is great. The challenge to me was just kind of blah. They love like dragging sleds now.
Yeah.
I love it. They love that.
They have been on that, but now it's just become such a staple.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even pay attention much to the challenge. I thought it was beautiful. So
I like with these guessing of like sentences and stuff. I always just throw out like the whole time.
Play Wheel of Fortune.
Like I'm just throwing out words. Yeah, like save your spot for vacation. Like I don't know. But
I'm pissed about that puzzle in the challenge because my winner pick to win that challenge was the red team. Because I'm like, man, they're pretty even, but the red team looks kind of stacked to me. So, and of course they crushed the whole thing until the puzzle ended up losing. And I do like the that thing where it's the ramp. They have to all run up the ramp and climb the rope and stuff. I like things like that.
It's like a half wall.
Yeah.
The Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, Ninja Warrior. Yep.
And what's his
my like I guess only critique of this episode happening was it the same team that were smart enough to knock over the 6 blocks to make the steps were the ones that were yelling out what they thought so the other team could hear later on when they were
I think they both were actually doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Vessi and Baca.
I just remember how dumb that was that they were doing it. But I guess should we talk about I guess the one girl's decision on picking blue versus red?
Yeah, so let's talk about the challenge, and then we can get into the kind of deliberation, the tribal stuff, all the camp life. So the challenge, like you guys said, it was 2 teams of 6 that were randomly drawn, with one person being an outlier, and we'll get to that in a second. It was to drag the dog sled with all the bags on it, pick up crates, drag those crates, build stairs, get keys, and do a Wheel of Fortune puzzle. The winners get buffs. There would be 6 of them automatically moving into the new tribe. The other 6 would be eligible to be voted out, but everyone on the tribe gets a vote. Like you said, the one person, Noelle, drew the gray rock, which means she had to basically not participate, but bet on which team she wanted. And if she won with that team, then she gets in, vice versa. They lose. She bet on the blue team, which was Jesse, Dwight, Janine, Carla, Gabler, and Noelle. Safe. They won. They did a good job. Ellie, Cody, Cassidy, Sammy, Owen, and James up for elimination. Guys, we kind of talked about the challenge itself, but how did you feel about Carla's choice? Noelle's choice. Carla was very slow, but they ended up winning. What did you think about her choice?
Well, I just said it. I thought Noelle made the wrong choice because I thought the teams looked very even, which I said before Jeff even said it. And then I just thought Carla and Gabler were going to be anchors to the team. And sure enough, they could barely get up the rope thing. But the puzzle ended up being the thing at the end.
Yeah, right off the bat, Gabler was like not doing anything when they were pulling that sled. If you like watched him, he's just like pretending to grab the back. He's not doing anything.
Dude, he never does. I swear, man. He's a behind the scenes worker.
He still has an idol use.
He's too old.
But going off of I guess what Brett said, I thought the same thing. Not based on like the players, but even halfway through, that red team was killing the blue team, and then they got to the puzzle, and the blue team had what it looked like 3 pieces on there type of thing. So I was like, oh shit, like
There's
that's crazy.
Too much time left in the episode, man.
Yeah, by the
Right,
time the
right.
blue team got to the puzzle, the red team had like barely done any work on it. So at that point, it kind of looked like
Right.
the tides might shift.
I thought overall a really good episode as far as the challenge itself. But with that being said, now we kind of get to the fun part here. We get to camp life. This one, there's a lot going on. So I'm going to try to just work down my notes as we go here. And then we kind of just comment as we go. Quickly on the side before we get into the dangerous people, I do want to talk about the merge meal. Ryan with the laugh out loud moment of just proposing that they all be an alliance there at dinner and everybody just ghosting him and telling him to shut up. So that I thought that was a really light
Dude,
moment.
so early.
Ryan is like the clown. Every time he tries to have a strategic idea, he gets shut down or people make fun of him in their confessionals.
I mean, that being said, it also was a ridiculous idea. Like, who not really knowing half of their tribe at that point would be like, dude, I see us being final 7. It's like, bro, how do you see that?
Let him
like,
think that.
Yeah, exactly. I would have almost maybe like leaned into it as like a group, be like, yeah, let's stick together. But like the whole time, everybody knows.
I'm just mad there was no immunity idol or anything at their reward. There should have been something.
Yeah, we don't need any more.
I was thinking.
We don't need any more idols.
That's a good point. But that is also a thing that I miss. Is
there was no hourglass.
That random. Yeah, I saw that. I noticed that.
There's like 7 active idols. We don't need that shit. I wrote down the list.
Yeah, I wrote those too.
No. I agree. But that aspect of like going to like a certain team going to whatever and whoever has to find it, I like that.
Yeah, if it was under like a plate of pasta, then I would be very into it. But like,
right, yeah, that's what I mean. Like that stuff. No, yeah.
Okay, so let's run through camp life a little bit here. James pulls Cody, Ellie pulls Cassidy. She wants to trick the Baca side. The Coco side. Vessi and Baca kind of talking maybe an alliance, split Cassidy and James, but lie to Coco. Cody is like Ellie's decoy name. So Ellie, a lot of scheming. We see this the entire episode. Probably the theme of the episode on the camp life is Ellie's scheming and everybody's scheming for or against Ellie. Another part that is funny, Ellie trying to play James. The one thing we didn't mention from the dinner, though, which is going to come into play now, is Gabler throwing out Ellie's name, saying that Ellie went into my bag on day 3. I don't trust her. And Gabler had a great line, great line, which was, by throwing Ellie's name out there, I was throwing her name out there.
Oh, I know. Oh, my God.
I wrote that down. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, my God. And then say, though, it was the right move.
Speaking of quotes, too, I think even before this happened, Ellie had a quote that said, I'm even better at this game than I thought. And then I was like,
did you think at that point? Did you think at that point that she was going home? Like the way she made so much.
Not going home. I thought it was going to come down to 2.
Yeah, her, Janine. It was one of them. Like they were scheming too much. Too much scheming.
Again, too early. Everybody either everybody comes in like they're running a marathon, and then they get a quarter of the way in. They start picking it up like you should. But then they pick it up too much every time. And then it becomes a sprint, and then they look like an idiot.
That's why Gabler could be top 5, honestly, man. He's
right. That's what I'm saying. He's doing the behind the scenes stuff.
I don't see it, though, because like he's such a he's kind of like just such an anchor at this point for their team, like in these challenges and everything too. Like today, it kind of like in this one, it kind of worked out for him. You know, everyone wanted Ellie out at this point, but I feel like they could put him out. They could put him out in like the next 2 weeks. I feel like actually I'm gonna make the prediction now. I think next week Gabler goes home.
I kind of tend to agree. Maybe not next week, but I do think it was kind of like an enemy of my enemy thing worked out with Gabler. But like you said, like he is just going to keep running his mouth.
He still has an idol.
He still has an idol use.
Next week he has an idol
for one more tribal.
Yeah,
I think he's the kind of guy that's just going to like somehow like finagle his way to the end by not being at the right and by being stupid, and either that will work in his favor to get
like
votes,
Mike from
or
last
I do.
Or he'll get no votes.
You're absolutely right.
Because it's an individual game now. So if you come in last, it doesn't affect anybody but yourself.
Yeah,
and actually, the people that do this,
I think he's annoying. I think eventually,
if you drag him to the end, you're gonna win.
Dude, do you remember last season?
Yeah.
Who did we think was
But I don't
most
think
annoying?
Mike was annoying. I think Mike was helpful. He did things.
No,
Well,
last
we're talking
season.
about
I'm talking who
Marianne.
won.
Yeah, Marianne.
Oh,
We're talking
well,
about Marianne.
We were at this time last season. We wanted her out.
Yeah, we
hard
thought she sucked.
because she was
way
annoying.
different type of players, though. I mean, he's not riding under the radar. He's very in people's face. It just right now is working out. Again, I could see
I'm
it
saying
going your
top five
guys'
right
way
now.
too.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I'm not going to commit to
Because
it,
like
but
even
I do not hate
even
it.
like his alliance though, like Sammy's like his main alliance member. Even they were all saying like, God, he's an idiot. Now we have to clean up his mess.
Yeah.
Like they're
He
eventually
did rat them out.
So this
too.
is where he rides as the shield, and then plays that he's done this the entire time if he makes the top 3.
Well, yeah. So let me get to the next kind of main point. Ellie confronts Gabler about his claim to the bag. Gabler refuses to have dealings with her. She confronts Sammy and Owen because Gabler ratted him out. She wants her name cleared. They're like, okay, yeah, we'll definitely go around. And when she said that, she's like, I want you to go around and clear my name. That's when I knew she was done. No one's going to spend any of their time on Survivor going to clear somebody's name. She's paranoid. She's overplayed her hand. She should have just chilled the F out and actually gotten into the merge and then went from there. But she over survivored, in my opinion.
So that's Sammy had a confessional where he's like, I knew there was going to be a time to get rid of her, and it's now. The time is now. We have to just cut our losses and let her go.
Yeah.
So the Baka 5 did not stay together. No Baka 5.
Still
Reality
awesome.
5.
Still awesome though. That would that's exactly what you want. I think like the keys to what you want in this is like the 7 deadly sins minus the opposite of gluttony. Well, actually, no, like gluttony in a different way, but like just being
lust.
You want
What?
just overly like. Yeah, I guess it would be lust, but like. Go on. Sorry.
I was just gonna say Ellie. I thought Ellie played so strong and like had a ton of confessionals the whole season that you knew she was just burning too bright too quick and was gonna get cut at some point. She reminded me of Shan on her season where she just
I
like,
was a big
controlled
like that, and then she overplayed.
Yeah,
exactly.
she controlled like her entire tribe and was like
And
a leader, and then just got cut at merge.
Mm-hmm. That's a good comparison, bro.
She was a habitual line stepper. Very good. Very good.
Mhm.
That
Girls,
was a great,
let's
great
be honest,
call.
though, the girls on this season are dropping like flies. Like how many girls went home as opposed to guys? I think like 1 or 2 guys went home at this point.
I don't even think it's. I don't know if any
There's
guys.
been like 3
I don't
girls in
know.
a row.
Last week it was Gio. I think he's the only one.
So he might be the
yeah,
first
Gio.
dude.
Yeah,
He might be
Gio
the
in the
first
morning.
Yeah, girls are dropping like flies. Yeah.
4 different people received votes during tribal council. Obviously, Ellie voted out. No idols played. So I did like that. I want to bring that up quickly. Earlier in the episode, near in the very beginning, they did kind of run over what was out there, at least what was been seen on camera. Gabler for Baka, idol for 1 tribal. Does that mean that it's gone now?
I think if he's in play, he wasn't
Yes.
in play last night.
Okay, he wasn't in play. Fair. Janine has an idol and no vote that week.
The no votes are gone now.
Yep. Jesse was a no vote for Vessi, and Noel still has the steal a vote. So 2 idols and a steal a vote still in play.
Did you get Carla?
3 idols.
Oh, and Carla.
Carla has an
No,
idol.
Brian, you're right. There are way
4
too
idols.
fucking
Too
idols.
many idols, man.
It's the 3 Beware
You shouldn't have
idols
to think about
plus
this
plus Gabler's idol.
Yeah,
I
are
was
all
just
in
going
play.
off what they listed on the screen.
Yeah.
And then somebody spilled the beans about saying Cody had beads in his hat, and Ellie is
but
the
that's
one
not
that she's.
confirmed on camera yet, so we can't.
Well, Ellie was the one that got that knowledge, and now she's gone. So people are back to probably not knowing.
I would
Cody.
like to know that he did it.
Also
Pretty cool.
heard
That would
Cody
be
has
really cool if he
cooties.
pulled it. I'd honestly love if he pulled it. Yeah, so again, let's go. We are always here to crap on Survivor, but when we have a great episode, we are here to give it props. And I hope it can keep the momentum. When it's 1 tribe, it's so much better. We always
100
agree
times
with
better,
that.
dude.
And I love the tribe when
This is
there's a
where the
lot of
game
people.
starts.
And when there's a lot of people too. I like these next like 4 to 5 weeks,
Yeah,
like
this is where the
12
real
to-
drama. Yeah.
12 to like 6 people. That's fun.
I think we get robbed when it's 3 tribes. Like 2 tribes is ideal.
much to
because
follow.
Right.
3 is annoying. I think
This is one of my thoughts. We day 6 we go into the merge, and we make it a 12-day series.
I think we have the merge, unmerge, remerge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I like that.
Jeff's like, okay, guys, grab your buffs. It's merge time. It's day. They just hit the beach.
Yeah. Everybody, grab your buffs.
Make sure you check out everything else we have going on this week. We did both episodes, Bachelor in Paradise. You will have week 2 of Love is Blind. We also have we had the finale of The Mole already on the channel. We have Amazing Race already is released. We also will be having some version of The Love Boat. And we will also have Challenge out the same day that this episode is releasing. So a lot of stuff to tickle your fancy in reality TV. Also, check out our TikTok account. A lot of funny videos. Brian's especially been killing it with the TikTok videos. So a lot of stuff that we don't cover on the channels on the TikTok. So, you get more of us there. Also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere else you can find us. But for myself, Brian, Waleed, Brett, Kevin, thank you. Peace.